The reason 7am asked us to work with them was because as an innovative and fast-growing company, they needed more from their change organisation.
7am was already a market-leading player in the platform-as-a-service wealth space, but in order to meet their ambitious growth strategy for future growth, they wanted to move from waterfall project delivery, which is quite slow, to more agile product-led delivery.
The way that we went about this work was over about a month, went to a rapid design stage to make the decisions of how the new world was going to work.
In our experience, it's absolutely vital to get leadership support up front. So one of the first things we did at 7am was to get their leaders all in a room to experience agile ways of working, to learn about the principles that underpin this way of working, and to make sure that we had their buy-in to help their teams along the journey.
So before we moved to Agile with the help of JCURV, it was just so cumbersome to try and get anything off the ground and get it moving through the waterfall stages, which naturally seem to take ages when you compare it to Agile.
I think the problem we were trying to solve was really the long wait for project deliveries. So rather than waiting 12 or 18 months for a project, being able to deliver value faster was kind of more efficient for the organisation.
From a people perspective, the big impact we've had is a clear engagement. My teams understand from the very top what is expected of them, with the vision and the direction we're going, and then they're able to self-govern and move forward, and they're sharing their work to a lot of stakeholders and getting great feedback on what they're doing. There's a lot more transparency.
I think we've seen a lot of changes over the last 6 months. I think probably primarily people being aligned with individual products, so they kind of build that sense of ownership, they build that knowledge in that kind of SME area. And I think as well, rather than moving from project to project or potentially being on 2 projects, really that alignment within the squad and singular focus has been transformative.
I think it's probably the shift in empowering prioritisation towards the squads, where you've got a team that can be experts in their area. You're able to have a really informed opinion, and having that voice and having the responsibility to have that voice, I think really empowers the people within the teams.
For me, going through the journey has been super fun and really exciting. It was a confidence build that we'd have JCURV alongside us for the whole time, and that for me, I'm quite a change-loving person, just made me feel excited for the positive outcomes that we were going to achieve together as a team, and that's exactly how it has been.
Advice I give to others starting, I would definitely just start and trust the process. I really enjoyed and benefited from having agile coaches.
So the advice I would give to others who are wanting to move from project to product is to make sure that you bring everyone on the journey with you. It's not just about the team that's making the change, whether that be your transformation team or something else. It's also about the stakeholders that are obviously significantly involved in everything that you do in the business.
Giving due attention to the cultural landscape of your business when you embark on this, thinking about historic behaviours and norms that you may need to unwind at all levels of the organisation, so that people are almost freed of those previous learned behaviours to pick up new agile behaviours, but without the weight of those older things that may be unhelpful when you move into an agile format.
I think looking back, if there was something we were potentially going to do differently, I'm not sure it'd be differently, but I think more kind of communication around the initial thinking, more sharing of that, more sharing of the plan and the steps that people were going to take, because I think they're naturally nervous, but being able to share it more alleviates that.
Working with JCURV on this agile transition was fantastic. At all times, we felt like we had the attention that we needed, the facilitation that we needed. They fielded all levels of member of the JCURV team and gave us exactly what we needed at the right time. So I would thoroughly recommend engaging JCURV to help with your move from project to product.